Right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the UK Armed Forces Monday Military Madness. I am going to be a commentator for tonight. I am Kevin Ozzy Osborne. I'm from the Army. Um, First of all, welcome to anyone that is new and watching this stream, both live and not. And yeah, it's good to be back. I've been out away for a while now. With basically lack of IT, but we've finally got some IT. Yeah, we'll be able to provide some commentary now again on some of the races that us at the UK Armed Forces are going to be doing over the next 6 weeks. So we've got this race. Say this one is an individual time trial. For those that are new to this kind of stuff, ITT. It's just you against the clock. So for those riding tonight, no draft involved. It's just all them riding till they can't anymore, I suppose, or at least till they get to the finish line. So yeah, because of the format of how Zwift works with this, it is a bit of a messy one with regards to swapping through people. So be patient. I'll be waffling away as we're watching. And talking about the people as we're seeing them and whatnot. But if it gets a bit choppy, I do apologise. But hopefully it will be smooth. We're hopefully going to see a variety of riders though tonight from all different categories, A down to D, through all different of the forces as well. So we should see some Navy, RAF, and Army riders. But this event is also open to all members of the Zwift community anyway. So hopefully we'll get to see a lot of different people around riding and having a good time on a Monday night. So yeah, the event's going to be on, I say, Mondays, 18:45 for the next 6 weeks. ITT tonight, we've got a kind of crit style race next week, and then we've got a few lumpy ones and whatnot on. As the week goes on. If you were seeing just before we went live, you would have seen the schedule on the sheet there. Unfortunately, I did not think ahead and get a schedule to ping up right now to show you all. You'll have to just believe me when I say there is 6 races. So yeah, we're in the pen anyway, watching some of the riders having a good old natter. I'm currently in the C category pen. I think I'm going to be starting very shortly, but I'm not riding, obviously. I'm just in there just so that I can jump to fan view and jump around watching the riders. Hopefully we get to see all the different categories in this race. And yeah, we'll just flicker through. I'm looking forward to a showing, actually, of the RAF kit as well. As you can see right now, my avatar's got the Army kit that Zwift has kindly made for us in-game. Recently I've seen at the RAF, and now also got a kit out, so fingers crossed that we get to see some of that as well on the road now. Just hope that the Navy will get a kit as well soon. If you are in chat, please come and say hello. Give us any feedback. Yeah, just let me drop a message actually to everyone. What? Right, yeah, 33 seconds. So yeah, normally with this, again, for those that are new to this kind of this Zwift racing, e-racing, what you'll see in a moment is once you hit 0 in these pens, you get catapulted off. You won't see me being catapulted. Hopefully you'll see other riders getting catapulted, and I've just got to get ready to find them as soon as we go. So 6 seconds. 3, row 1 starting. Was row 1. Boom, there I go. So there you go. Oh, already started wrong. The wrong rider straight away. That's a good start. Stu Baxter. There you go, Stu Baxter. I went static. Rob McEwen. There we go. In we go. So Rob McEwen there. He's a regular with some of the time trials that we do anyway on on the Thursdays we do the WTRL-TTs. That's an event we put some riders in. We work together to get the fastest time. So yeah, that is strong start by Rob, 5 watts per kilo, going really hard to start with. Let everyone know as well, the frames for this race is restricted, just to kind of give a level playing field. So they've all got the Zwift frame, TT frame. However, they can select wheels. The wheels aren't restricted, so you will see people having some funky wheels, like what Rob's got rocking there. Yeah, good start so far. That's a nice little photo. If you start seeing splashes, that's me just getting some pictures as the event's going on. So apologies if I do miss out on, or I jump through other riders. What I'm going to try and do is focus mainly on any armed forces ones to start with. Stu Baxter there, BCAT rider, engineer. A good start. Still working 3.6. Looking strong. We've got a T Dicky there. Point flying by. Really strong start there by Tim. T, I don't know if that's Tim or who that could be. Right, let's work our way down then. Who else we got? Actually, Blue Lighters. There you go. We've got a few, I know we have a few vets that ride in the blue lights. Good to see them have come along. Matt Davis. Oh, is that rocking the bunny, the squirrel ears? Look at that. Matt Davis as well is another regular. He rides sometimes in the Zwift Racing League. I've rode with him many times. Yeah. Looking good. We've got Hannah Sheen. Navy. Our first Navy rider that I know of on the road. Good to see. So with the while we're actually watching Hannah, it's a good moment to explain about how the how we're working with the female categories. So because of the risk that we didn't want the women have their own E category and find it being undersubscribed and therefore it not being encouraged for women riders to ride, we've just had a mixed categories through A to D's, and the women's can jump in and compete with the mixed categories. So it's not a men's category, it's a mixed category. So yeah, we just thought that would be the best way, because what we didn't want was the women to not be, or to be discouraged to taking part because the risk of E categories being undersubscribed. Saying that, we may have a really good turnout, and for future events we may change that around again. But we'll see how it goes as the event's going on. We've got here Paul Deering. He's just catching up. Another Navy rider. He's actually is Hannah? Oh no, sorry, I was talking about Hannah Sheen. She's actually not. Apologies, Hannah. For some reason I thought you were Navy. Of course you're not. You're in the Army kit, and who on me for getting that wrong, eh? That's Paul Deering. There you go. He's a Navy rider, and that's what actually brought me to realization of my mess up there, because he is sporting what the Navy are currently riding as a kit in game, which is the kind of blue digicam jersey. Good. Right, let's move down the list. Mike Goff there, I saw. Yeah, another Army rider. Definitely got the Army riders right in force again. Was he rode? Come on, Kev, get your England together. He rode in the UK Armed Forces Inter-Service Championship, and rode well for the Army, obviously. The Army won in both men's and women. The first time that we've done that in the last couple of years. It's been the RAF that have been winning the men's competition, and the Army women have been dominating the women's competition. But it's the first time that both Army teams won that series. All the help from the likes of Stefan Gloin managing the team and getting the right riders together to bring it to the RAF. Talking about RAF, where are they today? Hopefully we'll get to see them. There's Rich Barrett. He's another rider that I ride regularly with. Let's see who else we got. Let's see who else we can find. Nick H. Hey, Mead. Welcome along. I believe, just let me quickly check my information. So, yeah, so I believe, Army Try. Gunner as well. But also look like he's actually coordinated the jersey with a bike, which is good. Angela Laycock riding in the ACATs. That's good to see. Angela Laycock, I believe so. There's only one A Laycock that I'm aware of. Let me just check. Wrong. Oh no, sorry. It is another A Laycock. Sometimes the problem with this is with the with the names. Very hard to know actually who is who. We sometimes make silly mistakes. Phil Morrissey, welcome. I mentioned there, Sisu rider. Yep. So we'll sometimes regularly jump in with the Army lot when we're riding on the roads. Rachel there. Another woman rider. RAF, sorry, Royal Navy. Jesus, Kev, read, will you? Still trying to be on the lookout for some. There we go. Oh, yes, there we go. I knew you wouldn't let me down. There we go. So that is the RAF kit. Jay Johnson, new RAF kit. Well, he's looking smart and liking that. Very good. Very, very good. Nice. Right, let's see if we can get back to the front, shall we? And see how we're doing. So, mentioned earlier on, it's a 20k course in total. So, we should be getting to potentially our first kind of split soon. So, Rob McEwen, actually, shall we see what I'm seeing so you know that I'm not waffling away here? So, there we go. Off Swift Power currently, they've got Rob McEwen, 7:35 at the moment. At around about 5.6k's in. The Bs, let's have a quick ganders of the Bs. So Stu Baxter still, he is in front. These time differences in relation to the top rider, so or to the fastest rider. So you can kind of take in at least like Stu and Matthew is close. There is only, what we're saying, 13 seconds different currently. But you know, it's all paid for with this ITT format. Where you can find that actually they could blow up too soon, find themselves in a world of hurt later on, and regret their choices about going too hard to start with. But we'll see. I'm just going to do this so that go back to commentary. Might be wondering what I'm doing, but the RAF would like a clip of their kit on road. That. Wunderbar. Right. Okay, let's get back to the action, shall we? So let's quickly go back up the. Yep. Right. To the A's. So TJ Dickey, sorry, is currently actually overtaken Rob McEwen now, according to the timetables. These Andy Blades, Hannah Sheen, John Morrissey, some good turnout. Is that, if I go all, is that confirmed? We have, I'll just see if I'm flying down here, 86 riders today, which is brilliant. Good start. And I say, considering this is during the off season, so to speak. So when we're referring to season, we mean, the season for Zwift. When we're talking about that, and therefore, yeah, we don't expect as many people. Nicer weather, less people on indoors, more people outside. So yeah, there's always a good chance that that riders might choose to not joining on the virtual stuff. But it's good to see that still there's 86 riders that are all willing to get involved and ride. 4.2 watts per kilo, so it's steady away still for Rob. Go down Mike's 5.6 there, looking good. What's the average now? 5.2 on average, slightly more than anyone else on the road currently. Let's see. Tap it slightly. Anything goes. John Mead there. Flying through. Past the dyno. Wonderful. Just actually, John's just catching up with Rich Barrett there. The way we score this event as well, for those that are listening or interested, we will be so across the categories, they'll all have the same scores regardless if they're A, B, C, Bs. But the top ones will get 100. So first 100, 95, and 90. You'd believe that I would know that off the top of my head. But yeah. And then we're going to try and do a bit of an event, a competition between the services as well. So in each category, top 3 riders will get scored. And then the top 5 riders across every category will also go towards that service scores as well. So yeah. But it's a bit of fun. It's what we're trying to get. It's still people that are not maybe able to get out much, to still have a go, have a bash, enjoy of doing some event. So this is the only individual time trial that we have. The rest of them are all kind of races. The idea is that for those that we have two different competitions going on as well for the individuals. We've got a points competition and we've got a GC competition as well. So for the GC, you have to race all 6 races, rides, events. For the points competition, you only need to do half of that. So you only need to attempt 3. But what we wanted to do was to try and at least get, because we know where riders haven't ridden for a while and stuff like that, their profiles may not be accurate to to the rider's ability. So, for example, let's say a C category rider probably is more, could be a B category rider now, just don't know it yet because they've not done much. So, yeah, there's a chance that that could be the case. So we would then, so they would then upgrade, and we do it at this stage here, so that they can, so they can, yeah, get into the right category at this stage, and then move on. Hopefully, then don't get the unfortunate situation of being upgraded, because the category, the races themselves. As we're watching Ian Evans here, I'm cycling rider. He's again, he took part in the UK Armed Forces Inter-Service Championship. Absolutely bossed it for the army, and came third in the road race competition that happened for that event, with James Bevan for the army coming first, and apologies for forgetting the name, RAF rider. Nick, was it? I think it might be Nick Munro. Pretty sure it was. Sorry if I got that wrong. But yeah. So yeah, where was I? We're talking about the points competition, weren't we? So points competition, you've got the points competition free, best free, and then the GC's competition. GC, you have to race all 6. Now, what we've done though to try and encourage riders across again all different categories to get involved and take part is to have the event slightly more bespoke or try to bespoke anyway to the category. So, for example, the DCAT riders won't necessarily ride the same length of course that an A category rider would have, because we can appreciate that that's going to take them. Like, for example, on the last race is the last race is the same one actually, but there's one that's got a few cheeky little climbs in, and yeah, we can appreciate that D category riders would look at that and go, "Oh, I don't fancy that." And equally, if we brought it down so that the D categories want to ride, then the A categories may not find it as challenging. So I've tried to kind of same courses, as in they're in the same world, the same course, but they are bespoke slightly. And normally it's just by reducing a few laps or reducing the distance to the finish line or to the virtual finish line, whichever one it could be. So that's how we're working it at the moment. So we'll see how it goes. But that goes on to the GC competition though. So for example, a C category rider would not necessarily ride a B cat sorry, a C category rider would. That's, for example, I think next week is A and Bs are riding the same length, and the C and Ds are riding the same length. So we wouldn't want to risk the C category rider not being able to ride the GC competition because they've been they got upgraded after, let's say, next week, because they are a lap down, for example. They won't have the same time, or they'll actually may have a quicker time. So we have to try and, at least if they upgrade, try and make their time as close as possible. Now, obviously, you'd think that the A category riders and the B category riders would have a faster time anyway than the C category finish time, or at least close. But we wouldn't want to try not to upset people on that. So yeah, but we'll see how it works. Like I say, this is all trial and error, but at the same time having a bit of fun and enjoying ourselves. So yeah. Caitlin Lauer, leave. Pretty sure we have. She's a gunner. We got there Jay Breaks. It's good to see some our Navy riders out. Another RAF one, and another one in the jersey. Good to see. That's good. That's really good. I look forward to actually. And the Navy have it as well. And the next one we have, on the next race we have, or the next Inter-Services Championship we have, be great that. Pat Weir there, another regular rider amongst the week's rides that we have. So the team time trials and even some of the race series we take part. Pat's a regular. Always likes to bust my balls and keeps me busy for sure. In a good way though, for sure as well. I'll make clear. Keeps me honest. Back to Rachel again. All the riders are really doing really good. There are a lot of people now are on the return leg now. Oh, well, that says 89, but is that actually? There's more, isn't there? 111 on the thing. This is excellent stuff. Did I just see someone that I wanted to find? Where is he? Where is he? Did I miss him? That's unfortunate. Ryan Ridley, Adam 80. The Adam. He does mostly enduro and mountain bike stuff. Adrenaline junkie, loving going down steep descents. So it's good to see him get involved on the calmer roads of Utopia. Paul Spence. Find a lot of the gunner riders here. Apologies, I am a gunner myself, so easy to find them sometimes. Ollie Roberts is another one. Christ, they're everywhere. They all must have just decided to come at the same time. Matty Redshaw, there you go. I know Matt's a army rider. Andy Marshall, part of the Royal Corps of Army Musicians. I really hope I got that right. I'm sure. And sorry, not Andy. Ant will correct me. Oh, did I see the Numinator out? Simon Howe's out. Well, Simon Howe is a an awesome rider on the cyclocross scene, which is good to see him out and about. And again in the virtual roads, he's also was the BCAT champ last year. Last year on the last series of the Army Cycling E-Race series. The Numinator legend. He's a he's a character for sure. The old Numinator, Rick Newman. McWilliams. That Boston, that's a nice little New jersey. What we got on that jersey? Is that donuts? Looks like, is that donuts? Oh, can't zoom in anymore. Dave Double. AMS, good to see Dave with us. Light guy, loves the climbs, so he's suffering today for sure and probably on the flatter rides, but bossing it for the AMS. Great to see. And it's sort let's see who else we can find. Excited, there's so many riders out here. 111 riders actually. So yeah. Will Blunt. He organises the Army Road Race Series. Good mate of mine. Yep, doing an awesome work on the road scenes out in the real world, or yeah, less of the virtual stuff, but he does excellent on the virtual roads as well. But yeah, Will Blunt there. Sue Chittook doing really well. Right, see what else we can find. Let's see if we can find any. Is T Roberts. I've got this little window at the bottom right here that's just finding it hard. So sometimes I have to use the app to see what we can find on the app. Just bear with while I try and find some other riders. Emma Price. Emma Price doing really well there. Really good turnout. I'm really happy with the amount of riders that we've got out today. There's old Tim Collins. He does a lot of streaming on Twitch. If you ever want to see someone else suffering, Tim is always there. He's a Remy rider. So yeah. Looking good, looking good. Right. Oh, someone else with the old squirrel ears. Look at that. Jealous. Be way off yet. But did Ollie earlier on. Let's see if we get to the front of the pack actually. See how they're doing. Come on, Rob. And view. Actually, is that Rob coming into a finish now? Who's that on his backside? Wow, we've just caught actually. Yep, Mike Goff and Rob McEwen. They are just coming in now. That is them finishing. So they come back through this banner, this archway, sorry, and then they turn around and then come back. 20Ks, and there you go. What's that? 25:36, 26:53. Really good. P Deering. So this is that switch up round point that I mentioned earlier on. John Mead, Army Try. I'm sure is loving this opportunity to show everyone how it's done on a TT bike. And really good there. Got blue lights. We should then soon be getting some times coming through on the screen, which we'll show in a bit. See if I can just show anyone that is able to see where the archway is. Did we just pass the archway there? No, we haven't passed the archway there, have we? So we got this point here. Yeah, we're coming close to the turnaround point there for there. Smith. Craig Scott, another rider that I ride regular with. So those that are watching back as well across all the services, please just get in touch if you're watching this back. Yeah, get in touch and let me know your stories. I'm always interested to find out what's the stories behind the avatars. You know, add a bit of character flavour to who's on the roads, who's in the virtual roads, and what they're doing. It'd be really good to see or hear. So by all means, drop a comment or in the video or drop me a message personally. Let me know what your story is. Great to know, that's for sure. So he's a Deegan as well. Sorry. So I'm just looking there. So I mentioned earlier on about Tim Collins. He's a Deegan rider. So is TJ Dickey, who's also a Deegan. You can tell by his tag there. Should have an update soon. Everyone's doing good. 29 seconds. So I mentioned earlier on, well, hopefully I'll be able to process results so people can see, how everyone's done. Hopefully by the end of the week, and I have to give myself that length of time because I've just got to change a few settings to pull out the results. Because I'm doing things slightly different, and I've not managed to get everything done in time. So yeah, fingers crossed though that I'll get everything right. And we'll be able to publish some results. So we'll have the Swift Power results, which is kind of like what you're seeing in front of you at the moment, which will have all the everyone that's raced, and we've able to split it down and show all the different so all the riders that take part, they'll see that and the likes. But as well as that, we'll have the kind of services challenge as well, the services results as well, which will be what comes out on the social media. Hopefully, like I said, by the end of the week, once I've got all that I need to get done. So yeah, it'll be cool. While we're watching Rachel, still bossing it. Ross Miller there, another rider again. A lot of riders. So how are we doing at the other end, shall we? And we work our way back down the pack. Really good to see those. So many riders out. Oh, I've just got a few finalised results that have just popped on my screen. So Mike Goff is the one that 10 seconds on the group. Bob Kewen 118 down. Cool. So that's the A's. Let's see what we got in the B's. Let's just narrow the B's down. John Mead, minute ahead of Matt Davies. In term was 20 seconds. Stu, so notice there how Stu seemed to be doing a good strong start. I'm not saying he's not strong. There's a chance that Stu may have gone too hard to start with, and Matty's been able to just pace himself. And then Natalie Granger, who's actually someone that I've not been able to find, unfortunately, whilst we've been going through the packs, which is a shame, but it is what it is. And price again. So this is what I mentioned about the banner. So you see a rider coming back the other way, Pat Weir, that was just coming through the other side there. He, yep. T. Watson, I remember seeing T. Watson before. My price, yeah. So doing good. That's just see how Sue's getting along while we have a look through some of the results too. So looking at the season, currently we've got Craig Scott leading the charge with just a minute over Andy Blades, Paul Winter, and Sean Morrissey. So good strong start there from Craig. And then we've got in the D's only one rider so far. EP's finished. How are we doing? ETA 3310. Good. Doing really well out there, though, everyone is, which is great to see. So let's go back to commentator mode there. Boom. So we've got Paul Carr. And Anthony Marshall. Doing great. Dave doing really well. Let's see if we can find other riders from around. Just see what we've got going on. Who should we see we can find? Andy M. Go back to doing really well. This is I say one of I say unfortunate. It's not unfortunate, but one of the kind of side effects with doing the ITT commentary. It is slow. Uh, yeah. So it's good. It's good to see these riders, but yeah, the commentary I can appreciate it. It's probably a bit jumpy while I'm trying to find stuff. Hopefully next week will be a little bit more action packed with the circuits themselves, and hopefully that will reflect well on that. Fingers crossed, anyway. But yeah, all this is just to set the benchmark, I suppose, and potentially, we'll go back to the times and stuff that people get in. So, for example, John doesn't have to necessarily do anything next if he races next week. But are the likes of Matt and Ben gonna work together? Just to try and close the gap on if they want to work for a GC competition. And the same for amongst these lot here. Are these riders going to start doing something to see what will happen? Maybe doing a few punches with the likes of Mike to narrow the gap to Mike. So yeah, this is all. It will be all interesting to see how it plays out. Our rider's going to just ride in a pack and wait for a sprint, which is good for the points competition, but maybe not necessarily what people want to do for the if they want to ride for a GC competition. But we'll see. All exciting stuff. Right, let's see what else we can find. Grizz it out. I know that one because I saw that in the list and I thought, oh, that was an interesting one. Ah, no. Quick. Bus riders. Give me a second. Got caught napping there, didn't I? See if I can go back to me and let's see if that in turn finds some riders. There we go, back in. We're looking at it slightly different now. Oh no, there you go. That's Tim coming in for the last bit for his ride. Going to be pushing it for the last part. He's attacking. Oh, look at that, pushing the numbers. Look at him go. Look at him go, Timmy. Well done. Look at that. Brilliant. Oh, I've got caught napping again. Back to me. What else we got? Quick. TH for the dinos. I like the dinos kit. The dinos kit's really cool. We've got the dino on top. Dinosaurs. Look at that. That's good, isn't it? It's a nice jersey. It shows that you can have a little bit of fidelity. Andy. Good. You're the first person to join in the chat. Have you finished the ride? I was looking. Yeah. Have you finished the ride? How did you find it? Oh, back to me. TH Dinos. Hi, Wayne. Caffrey. I'm pretty sure he's are an army rider. Trying to find some more Navy or RAF riders at the moment. And most have already probably were started off early on. And yeah, so how did you do, Andy? Let's see if I can find your time on here. You must be close to finishing. You're at 19.5Ks the last time this was updated. So let's see. You're probably going to have your time jump on in a minute. Let's find out how you did. amongst the D-cats. While we're doing that, let's just see if I can find anyone else. Oh shoot, Paul Crawley. It's really good. I mean, I'm not say some of these riders are just from the Zwift community, so it's just great to see that we've got some riders from Zwift that's wanted to get involved. Hopefully they'll take part in all the races as well, or at least as many as they can. But yeah, no, so I'm really happy with the turnout. 111 riders is good to start with. Find Dave. There you go, Dave coming in for a finish. Andy still not up fresh yet. 27 seconds. Let's see how we do. Get there soon. I think once we've done this refresh, we'll have a look through a few more riders and then call it a day. There you go. Well done, Dave. Brilliant stuff. Well done to you, sir. Right. Back to me. Who else we got? Blue lighter there. Okay, Floyd. I wonder if you're a Kevin or a Keith. Right. Oh, Andy, still not updating. Taking its while on here, isn't it? Right. Let's have a look at A, shall we? Let's work our way down as we are watching K Floyd from the Blue Lights getting past the line. Right. So Mike. Yep. No one could top Mike's time. But that's a good solid time to start with. In the Bs, how are we doing? Have we got a large amount of Bs? So Paul is the only one that hasn't got a registered time yet. That's not because he hasn't finished. That's just because it hasn't been updated. So fingers crossed. Simon Murray, is he stopped or is he? No. So what we got anyway. Will Blunt, of course, ended up topping that. 39 seconds. So what's that now? 40, 20, 36 seconds around from John Mead. Numinator being a further, what we're saying, another 15, about 45 seconds, so a little bit more than that behind. So yeah, nearly a minute actually when you put it all back. But yeah, great stuff there. And then you've got a nice little collection here amongst the Bens, the Matthew, Graham, Rich, Jake, and Stu. Actually, all these riders here are very, very close, which is great. So for those that want to wanting to take the race in future, a lot of opportunities for good positions here in the future races. Good. Sea Cats then. So yeah, Craig 20 seconds in front of Ben. Russ a further then 54 seconds. It's nice that Craig started. It's got a 3-second time over the top. It's made it really easy for me to count back, which is great. And then we got minutes down to Andy Blades and the likes. But again, these lot here, nice little collection amongst the Dans, the Seans, the Matts, the Carls. Who else we got? Yeah, all good. Wonderful, wonderful. Right, let's have a look at the D's then. And Jason Green is the one that actually topped it from Matt Redshaw. So Matt was actually a strong competitor in the other races. In the Army Cycling Race Series, I think he won both the autumn and winter. And yeah, here he is bossing it there. You know what I'm talking away. Andy, no more comments? Nope. Okay. Hope you're all right, Andy. Alex Salter. I'm nearly a minute down. Simeon Williams, Jock Murdoch. Where were you in the end as well, Andy? There you go, Andy. So, what are we talking? Where was 53 to 79? What's that? That is 53 to 79. That's 26 currently. For you there, Andy, if you're watching. And grizz it out. You grizzed it out to the end. Brilliant. Okay, let's go to me, shall we? And I think we'll finish it there. I think as we've the majority of the riders look like they've come through the line anyway and put a time in, which is good to see. Yeah, so that's. You know what? Can I do this on the hoof or not? We'll see, won't we? Let's try and put a scene. I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, messing around there. Let's go studio mode. Let's do it this way. Let's go for scene free. Preview. Yeah, good. Right. Let me just get. Bear with while I'm just doing some on the move streaming stuff. We got the thumbnail. Where are you? Let's watch and be right now. Do that, and let's add. What am I adding? Input. Okay. Let's get. No, let's not worry about my mug. We won't need to worry about my mug, will we? Let's go. Boom. Okay. That. Right, so those that are watching, if you are, thanks for watching. To give you an idea then, 20th of May, we had today, individual time trial. Okay, so next week, actually, it's all different across all the board. So 27th of May, we've got the Castle Crit, 10 laps for the A's, 9 for the B's, 8 for the C's, and 7 for the D's. As you can, this is the point where, you know, we want to be in the right category to start with. Petit Bouche on the third, and that's a distance related one. So I think the C's and D's are just up the first climb, the reverse of the Petit Com, reverse of the Petit Com, whereas the A's and B's get to go to the top of the Aqueduct Com. Race 3 Glasgow reverse, that one's a spicy one. That one, it may not be as punchy, but the climbs are still hurt your legs. 11 laps for the A's and B's and 9 for the C's and D's. And then the 17th of June is the Loop de Loop course, another new one. 3 laps for the A's and B's, so that's 3 full courses. With the C's and D's, though, they will do, it's like 2.5 laps. So they do 2 laps and then they finish when they go back through the banner before they attempt the climb. And then the Big Loop reverse, unfortunately, is 28.8 Ks for everyone, but they're always nice to finish on one of them ones, so everyone just gives it all if they've got anything left. So there we go. Hopefully those, if they're watching it back or if you watched the stream, you've enjoyed it. I appreciate that the TTs are not exactly the most exciting ones, so yeah, thank you for bearing with it and listening to my voice. Hopefully next week we'll, like I said, have a bit more excitement, seeing what riders are going to do, what strategies people want to employ, and how people want to try and win the races or gain back some time. So fingers crossed. When I say fingers crossed, essentially everyone's having a good time, and that's all that matters. So yeah, we'll go from there. Right. Anyway, going to call it a night there. Thank you again for watching. Please drop a comment, like, all that magic stuff in the chat, and I'll catch you all soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.